Namaste, namaste, beautiful souls. It's me again, back with another one. So, per usual, I've already set my sacred space. I've also set the intention for this reading to be timeless, so it doesn't matter when you see it 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. It's meant for you to see it when you see it. Okay, collective? So, I hope everybody enjoying their weekend thus far. Tomorrow, Monday marks the new start of a week. Get up with a positive mindset, positive space, being grateful and thankful, right? All right, so y'all, let's see what Spirit has for what the Most High has for us, and let's see what's the news, right? I've had an awesome weekend thus far. I did my first, well, not my first live, but my second live here on TikTok yesterday, and it went awesome. It went really, really well, better than I expected, right? So I'm grateful for that, and gratitude to the ones that joined my live yesterday, right? I'm gonna be doing more of them. So I'll see y'all there next time. One more. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see what Spirit has. Spirit, what does the collective need to know needs to hear right now, Spirit? What does the collective need to know needs to hear right now, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Can I have three more cards for now, Spirit? Does the collective need to know needs to hear right now? So the first card out we have is graduation day. So I feel like, Spirit is saying a lot of us, we got a lot to celebrate in our lives right now. I feel like a lot of us in the collective, we're graduating from, getting our PhDs. I'm hearing, all kind of degrees. You know what I'm saying? I'm also hearing that, congratulations, or graduation day to the collective, for, starting that business, finally getting that business off the ground. I'm also, seeing like a lot of us, we've learned a lot of lessons, so far, this so far in our lifetime, it's what I'm hearing. And Spirit is saying a lot of us, we right with those lessons came, growth and evolution. You know what I'm saying? And wisdom is what Spirit is saying. So I mean, if this resonates, congratulations to you. This is your graduation day. Is what Spirit is saying. What else, Spirit? I'm seeing a lot of us, could have our law degrees now. Is what I feel like Spirit is also saying. What else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know needs to hear, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Spirit, what else? Can I have about 3 more cards for now, Spirit? Spirit, what else? Spirit, I don't want all these cards. If they meant they'll come back out. I'm about to shuffle. What the collective needs to know? Okay. One more card for now, Spirit. Ooh. Spirit, I don't want all them cards. What's going on, Spirit? We're going to do this again, Spirit. One more card for now, Spirit. Just one. For now. Okay. So after the graduation day card, let me see. Okay, so after that we got the legal card, right? And I feel like with the legal card and then after legal card we got the receipts card here. I feel like and then with the frenemy card, I feel like Spirit is saying some of us in the collective, we got some, some fake friends, some two-faced friends in our lives is what Spirit is saying, with hidden agendas and hidden intentions. Wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying, putting on the front, you know what I'm saying, for you. And I feel like, Spirit is saying, this frenemy has been exposed and they're guilty as charged is what Spirit is saying, is what I feel like. So some of us got some, I'm hearing found out some things about, some people in our circle who we thought and felt, was a true friend, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing some of these friends was even family members, because a lot of us in the collective consider, some of our family, our friends, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes all we have is our family. A lot of us in the collective, we don't have, friends. Our friends are our family, right? So I feel like that's also what I'm hearing and feeling that Spirit is saying. And then, with the bye Felicia, Spirit is saying, yeah, you didn't kick this person out your life. You told that person, bye Felicia, peace out, is what Spirit is saying. Thank you, next. And yeah, Spirit is saying you left that connection behind, without no remorse, without guilt, because this person was a friend of me, right? This person, their intentions for you were completely, like negative. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have any good intentions for you. They didn't want any good for you, is what I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? Spirit, what else? What does the collective need to know, needs to hear right now, Spirit? 900 could be a significant number. 900. What else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know, needs to hear right now, Spirit? Okay, with the blues card, I feel like Spirit is saying this person, they feeling it right now. I feel like they know they fucked up. It's what I feel like. They in the blues. Spirit is saying they feeling the blues right now. I feel like they feeling guilty now. I feel like they feeling. I'm hearing and seeing they feeling like a little regret. They're in their feelings right now, is what I feel like. But no, don't be in your feelings now. You know what I'm saying? You a good person. They know they fucked up, but you a good person and they did you wrong. So they got what they deserved. It's called karma. You can't keep doing people wrong and not expect it to, the light always come, the dark always come to the light. I don't care how long it takes. The dark always come to the light. The light always win, right? So it is what it is. What else, Spirit? What else does the collective needs to know needs to hear right now? Spirit. Okay, I'm not gonna take neither one of these cards. I'm gonna reshuffle. Those they don't resonate. They both came out at once. If they meant they'll come back out, Spirit. Spirit, what else does the collective needs to know needs to hear right now? 1101 could be a significant number. 1101. What else, Spirit? Yeah, this with the recalling card. Yeah, Spirit is saying this person is missing you. They recalling memories. They reminiscing. Yeah, I feel like they had a day. I feel like they cared about you in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't have good intentions towards you, I feel like they still cared about you in their own weird way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing this person. They've had a lot of trauma in their life. I'm also hearing that they've never really felt unconditional love. You know what I'm saying, from people in their lives, growing up. So they don't know how to give or show unconditional love. They don't know what that look like or what that is. It's what I'm hearing. Okay, so this card back out here. I knew it was. Okay, so this is one of the cards that flipped out the two. I had a feeling this card was supposed to be, but I knew it would come back out if it was meant. So yeah, with this heart to heart card, Spirit said I feel like the person, one of y'all need to, step forward. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were in around, they, they didn't have any good intentions towards you. I feel like Spirit is saying you need to have a heart to heart with this person. Um, you know, um, just be blunt and honest with this person. Let this person know, how they hurt you. How they made you feel. You know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. It's what I feel like. That's to help you move on. And you don't have to forgive this person. Is what I'm hearing Spirit say. But just have a heart to heart. For your sake. You know what I'm saying? To get it off your chest, so you can have a clear conscience, right? No matter what, you should have one anyway because you did nothing wrong, right? But a clear conscience as far as being able to move on completely, and forgive this person for you, not for them, but for you is what Spirit is saying. Because you truly you cared about this person. You thought this person was your friend. I feel like y'all have a lot of history. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's for you. It's not for them. Spirit, what else? What else does the collective need to know needs to hear right now? 1333 could be a significant number. 1333, or I'm hearing 333. Spirit, what else? I'm hearing 13. Spirit, what else? Spirit, what else does the collective needs to know needs to hear right now? Spirit. Okay, so the fed up card. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying you fed up. I feel like Spirit is saying you over it. Spirit is saying you're not having it. You frustrated, and I get it. I get it. You have every right to feel that way, right? You have every right to feel that way. But again, we gotta put our ego aside. We gotta put our pride aside. We just gotta, put our big boy drawers and panties on, right? Get have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Get things off your chest. Let them know how you felt and how they made you feel. And I'm hearing betrayal. Whatever it is they betrayed you about. Let them know how you felt about it. I know you frustrated. What else, Spirit? What else does the collective needs to hear, Spirit? Spirit, what else does the collective needs to hear right now, Spirit? What else, Spirit? So we got the spiritually we got the spiritually woke card here. Um so what I was just saying about, I know you don't want to probably, have this conversation with this person. You probably feel like they don't deserve your time, is what I'm hearing, or your energy. But like I was saying, you gotta, let let that ego go. And what spirit is saying, with the spiritually woke card, detaching from the ego. You know what I'm saying? Look at this person, with, through your divine eyes. You know what I'm saying? Look at the light in them, that spark that's in them, that God energy that's in them. That spark of God that's in them. Not as a shell. You know what I'm saying? It's what I feel like spirit is saying. Um, cutting through the illusions is what spirit is saying, because we know this is just a 3D realm. You know what I'm saying? It's all an illusion. Nothing is real here. It's how you perceive things to be, right? So I feel like spirit is saying, forgive this person for self, at least for self. You don't have to accept them back into your life or allow them back into your space. You know what I'm saying? But forgive them for yourself. And I feel like spirit is also saying, be more self-aware of your emotions and and your feelings. You know what I'm saying? And the energy you're currently in. Be more self-aware and check yourself. Right? Don't let things like that get under your skin. And I'm hearing change who you are at your core. What else, spirit? Is that all, spirit? 1722 could be a significant number. 1722. Spirit, anything else for the collective today, spirit? And I know it's easier said than done, but we gonna always, every day we wake up to be a better version of ourselves, right? We wake up to be better humans, right? Yeah, the lipstick evidence card is here. Okay, so but betrayal is also here. So I feel like I was saying earlier, you felt, I heard the word betrayal or betrayed. So this person betrays you is what spirit is saying. Let's see what else this leads to. Spirit, what else? Why this card here? What else? Spirit. So yeah, okay. So I'm hearing whoever this friend of me was, this person could have slept with your significant other or your mate, is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing you found you found out something about this person regarding maybe your ex, your mate who's now your ex, that they was messing around. You found some type of proof of evidence, is what spirit is saying, that that they both betrayed you. um but now spirit is saying, with the brick wall, you got your guard up. You hard to reach. um yeah, like I was just saying, I feel like that experience changed you. And I'm not gonna say not for the worse, but I'm not gonna say not for the better. I feel like that experience changed you at your core. Because it was a very like hurtful experience. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like what I was just saying is, yeah, have your guard up, protect yourself. Watch who you allow in your space and your energy, but don't let it change who you are at your core. Don't let it change that loving person, that loving, kind person who you are at your core. Don't allow this experience to change you, because that's not hurting nobody but yourself. That you're don't allow them to win. You know what I'm saying? What else, spirit? Have boundaries, but don't let it change who you are. So the chain card is here. Yeah, I feel like spirit is saying, this experience, um, I feel like, it got you in a certain energy. And I'm hearing it's not a good energy. I feel like, you've gotten, attached to some unhealthy attachments is what spirit is saying. I feel like, these emotions and these feelings that you're experiencing or experience, it's weighing you down is what spirit is saying. Um, Spirit, I don't want to take that card. It don't resonate if it's meant to come back out. What else, Spirit? Can I have a couple more cards? Can we wrap this up, Spirit? 2106 could be a significant number. 2106. Yeah, with the numbing card here. Yeah, like I was just saying, I feel like you've gotten yourself attached to some unhealthy habits and attachments. The numbing card is here. Spirit is saying, your behavior here lately it has been irrational. Is what Spirit is saying. And again, I feel like this experience has changed you for not for the better, but for the worse. Um, you've become a person who that's not you, that's never been you. Spirit, can we wrap this up? What else, Spirit? 2155 could be a significant number. What else, Spirit? Can we wrap this reading up? What else does the collective needs to hear? My heart goes out to you, whoever you are. I'm sending you love and light. But you're strong. I'm hearing you strong. The penny pension card is here. So I feel like Spirit is saying, this experience has cost you a lot. It's cost you a lot. Is what I feel like. I don't feel like this is literally speaking to your finances. I feel like it's speaking to what all it cost you. Um, I'm hearing spiritually. I'm hearing energetically. I'm hearing emotionally. I'm hearing this experience has really, stolen a lot from you. It's drained you, and it costs you a lot. It's what I feel like. What else? Okay, so Spirit, why this card here? This was the other card that came out earlier with that one card. Um, Spirit, why this card here? Okay, so with the Mabu card here, seeing each other openly, I feel like what I was saying earlier, I feel like Spirit is saying, for you to, have a conversation with this person, whoever this person is, however many conversation needs to be had with however many people. If you in a collective and it's, a friend that slept, that cheated with your ex or your mate, um, I feel like Spirit is saying, you need to, conversation needs to be had with both of these people, right? That hurt you and betrayed you, right? Again, for self and not for them, but for yourself, right? And if you part of the collective where this is just a friend that you felt betrayed you, Spirit is saying, you have an open conversation with that person. Again, for self, right? That's gonna lead you to harmony and peace. Like I was just saying, it's what Spirit is saying. It's gonna lead you to to peace and harmony. That's gonna allow you to forgive them. You know what I'm saying, and also to forgive yourself for, for playing whatever part you play in, in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? And in that friendship, right? Because maybe, red flags were given. Maybe you've seen red flags, but you refuse to acknowledge those red flags, right? Um, because you didn't want to be right. You didn't want to see the truth for what it was, and that's okay too. But forgive yourself for that. Again, we all go through things in this life, but we all go through these things in life to learn from those things, right? For growth and to learn more about ourselves, right? Ourselves, right? So that's what I feel like spirit is saying. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it here, collective. 2601 could be a significant number. This is my reading for the collective today. If it resonate, like it, also share it, because you never know who else needs to hear this message from spirit, who else it'll resonate with, right? And I love y'all, collective. Wake up, with a smile on your face. I don't care what you're going through in life right now. Perk yourself up. Wake up. Be grateful and thankful for taking that breath. You know what I'm saying? That's a miracle in itself, right? Be grateful and thankful. Tell yourself I love you. Tell yourself some nice things. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself something you truly, you want and need to hear. Tell it to yourself, right? Okay. And again, I love you, collective. Keep your head up. Make sure your crown is straight. Remember who you are. Okay. Remember who you are. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.